You tell him! You tell him I'm coming! Tell him I'm fucking coming!
Hey.
Yes. Let's take a look at what you've got. Make sure you don't leave anything useful behind.
I just want to trade a few things.
Go ahead. Hi, how are you?
I've never lost anyone before. This failure is new to me. suggest we take as much as we can carry.
Got work to do. Can't talk now.
Yes? Hi, how are you? Yes?
I've never lost anyone before. This failure is new to me.
Crop's been growing pretty good lately.
Test. Ah, fuck it. Figured it out. You guys hear me now? You should be able to hear me now. And I've been talking my fucking bollocks off. Well, holy fuck. I'll just say thank you all very much for your patience. I don't know whether I would have sat there for half an hour in listening to me in complete silence. But yeah, sorry guys, I've actually been speaking to you all. And I guess now you get to see the acid test of whether it was better with the mic on or the mic off. Well, at least we can start afresh. Can we take it as read and sound is on, we fucked? Well then, I will go over the plan for the third or fourth time. Anyway, hello again to everybody who I have already said hello to individually. Just going to quickly recap on text, see if there's anything I want to mention again. Carpucci, the Empire's going very well, thank you. The shrooms are actually for medicinal and murder use. The news on the ticker is I don't have any real news about Fallout 76, but we can talk about that. Censorship. Yeah, man, that's the hot topic of the fucking week. Yeah, an all round in several games, and on my, I've been accused of it on my channel. Yeah, for some reason it had scrolled down, so where I normally turn the volume on, I actually turned it on for Discord, which I'm not even on. So yeah, hello everybody, and if I've not said hello to you in person, take it from me, I actually have. Damn you, 21 Kiloton, you got me back into playing this and I'm loving it. Excellent. Sorry, new vape. Yeah, it's just one of those games where you can play it to death and then you can just put it down again and then pick it up again a few months later and with a whole new set of ideas you've been thinking about and start all over again. Anyway, thank you very much for the heads up on the audio. I asked right at the start, but right at the start of the stream there's only 2 people here. But to recap, I have actually decided to sort out an itinerary for today because a couple of people have been spanking me over my shitty inventory management, which is mainly the result of me not wanting to micromanage inventory crap on stream. But I'm going to bite the bullet because as much as that is boring, it's much less annoying than people seeing my inventory full of crap, because that is triggering people. So the plan is, get here, unfuck my inventory. Then we're going to go down, collect Deacon from a Gret Marina. Because I'm going to need him to go and... Where the fuck is Jamaica Plain? Want to go and steal the XO1 power armor from Boston Military Checkpoint. And then we're going to see what state we're in and how much crap I'm carrying. And then we will either check back into Sanctuary and sort ourselves out. But then I want to go and try and unlock the 3 last bases. And fuck knows how that's going to work out. Because there's at least one tough fight there. We're going to find out. Just got the reference of the very, very quiet. I think this vape is about to blow up. So yeah, just going through. Yeah, I actually got accused of censorship on the website by someone who I won't get into too much detail, but let's just say it's not a 3-strike scenario. It's a 15-strike scenario where he's been like going completely bonkers and, you know, calling me fucking names. At one point said he'd like hope I die, and he and I finally just go fuck this and delete his comment from the website and ban him. And his immediate retort was, "Oh, that's censorship." And it's just like, fuck me. What was it Mark Twain said? You can't argue with stupid people, they'll just drag you down to their level and beat you from experience. So that was my censorship accusation. Carpucci says, assuming you can make your own server in Fallout 76. I don't know. I think from what I've heard, because at the moment there's genuine leaks and there's not genuine leaks. No one really knows exactly what's going on, but there's rumours from one place that I read that they're going to quickly try and make an announcement to stop the false rumours, and they might, some of the leaks coming out now might be kind of official leaks because they just need the information out there before it all gets too far. But I think from the aggregate of the info that I've managed to spot, it's going to be a first-person Fallout game, and it's kind of going to be a little bit of a cross between Fallout and Fallout Shelter, but first-person, and it's going to be co-op. So it's not going to be like Elder Scrolls Online or anything. It's basically going to be a base building oriented version of Fallout with the emphasis on co-op, and I think it will probably the thing that jumped to mind straight away was things like Left 4 Dead 2, you know, Ubisoft titles like Far Cry, where they're not strictly online because they're kind of peer-to-peer. They're peer-to-peer online, but you know, you can group up with...
Hey, Carla.
Back again? Time to do business?
I'll take a look.
You can group up with a group, you know, up to 3 of your friends. That's what I reckon it's going to be. And that's just from reading rumours, some of which will be true, some of which will be bullshit. Rage DMX, how you doing, mate? You mean SimCity Fallout Edition? It could be. It could be. That's why I was reluctant to mention Fallout Shelter, but it does look a little bit like first-person Fallout Shelter co-op, where you can go outside. That's what I'm thinking. Because if that would also be consistent with the evolution of the game, because obviously Fallout used to be an asymmetrical top-down RPG, and then in Fallout 3 they made it FPS, and Fallout Shelter is a phone app, you know, two-dimensional phone app base game, and it might seem like a logical evolution for them to sort of turn it into an FPS. So it all kind of fits with the narrative. I've got to admit, I wasn't overwhelmed by the trailer and not overly excited by it, but then again I kind of reminded myself of the fact that a lot of people weren't keen about Fallout 3. A lot of people weren't enthusiastic about Fallout 3 and were kicking and screaming about it becoming FPS, and that turned out to be, well, I'm going to trigger somebody, but that turned out to be a great, if not the definitive game in the series. So just because I'm not enthusiastic doesn't, for me personally, I don't think that's a bad thing, because, you know, you're always a bit suspicious of change, and if any franchise has shown that sometimes that can be a good thing, it's this. That's my take on it. And I can't stress enough, it's a lot of guesswork there. Zoo fishing, I was holding out for the new release, but after the news I probably will. 76 might not be what I was hoping for. Silent Sniper, hello mate. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a Bethesda Fallout game. It's an absolute given that I'm going to be covering it. So, you know, if you're unsure, wait and see me do a playthrough. I mean, Fallout is one of the few franchises that I would pre-order. I'm prepared to take the hit. You know, if it's bad and I don't like it, I'm prepared to take the hit, because I personally have got a lot of good value for money and always been very happy with Bethesda games. And they're a company that I would, they're not perfect, but I would personally be prepared to take the chance and take the hit if it's not good. And all I wanted to be batshit crazy moonshiner in the woods who rides around with his trusty toy horse named Bob. Well, he might be outside. We don't know. It might not be base bound. Zoo Fishing rightly says Hype Train's only destination is disappointment. Yeah, you gotta be so careful. Yeah. Yeah, no two ways about it. I personally think it's good to be enthusiastic, and it's also good to be realistic. Why the fuck did I sell that first? But you know, you got to be realistic. But you know, if it turns out to be the worst Fallout game ever made, then that still puts it in very good company. That's all one way to put it. Nothing could be. Rage GMX says nothing could be worse than the Fallout tactic games. Actually, you know what? I didn't play them first time round, but I did get one of those in a Steam sale, and I kept promising myself I'm going to go back to it, but I found it to be a bit of a head scratcher. Really, I didn't feel the magic, put it that way. And with Fallout 3 New Vegas and Fallout 4, I felt the magic. You know what I'm talking about. You start playing and it's like, yeah, this is it. This is going to be large amounts of my time disappearing. Dumbass. Did anyone catch my new intro scene, by the way? The I'm coming bit. Right. Yeah, if we make some... Oh, fuck me, am I still... How much shit am I fucking carrying? I'm carrying a lot of shit. You miss... Burgos has missed the intro. Ah, oh, it's a shame I did... I went to town, did a little...
Stop complaining when there's
did a little animated sequence, intro sequence from... from the Limey with graphics and elevator music. I was so proud of myself. I'm going to keep these laser muskets for reasons. Shidmar says, I saw it, but I couldn't figure out if the guy was angry or about to have an emission. I think he was probably about to have both. Rage DMX says, and I think an interesting take 76 could make is if you were made an overseer and you had to go and find other vaults to establish trade and alliances while dealing with whatever wasteland you're thrown into. Yeah, that's... There is nothing... Thank you for the follow, whoever that was. Yeah, there is nothing in what you just said that isn't completely plausible. Rage DMX. That would all fit with stuff that we have seen.
Hurts, my feet hurt, everything hurts.
I seriously need to get my hands on more dresses.
Hope you ain't one of them synths he had a spy.
Yeah, but wasn't it in the first game, wasn't there some connection? 77x42. Hello, Mr. Killerton. Been enjoying your Fallout 4 playthrough, sir. Keep it up. Thank you very much, mate. Thank you. Slow Gin says, I just built my first home at Sanctuary. It's a bit crap, but it's 3 floors, and I was so proud of being able to build a roof. Mate, yeah, I hear you. It's the base building is perversely satisfying. I got to admit, I have really enjoyed it. I'm fucking addicted to it. Let's be honest here. The dress doesn't shock me, but what about that hat? The creepy, creepy dress hat. That's why I'm overburdened. I've still got all the junk on me. Right, you're going to have to bear with me while I totally sort out the crap that I'm carrying, or I will never hear the end of it. Ray says, well, since 76 is technically in the capital wasteland, it'd tie into the dying hope of keeping the old ways of economy and politics alive. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Fuck me. I'm pretty sure was it Fallout 1 or 2, someone was saying about you got to head out and find some other vault to do trade with or something. And there was a trading area, wasn't there, in one of the originals? My advice would be keep an eye, and dear God, if any of you get good news, please let me know on Twitter. But my advice would be, I think the story will break first on... I think the story will break first on Twitter or on their website. Or they will leak it, and they'll leak it through somebody big. It will be something like Kotaku or something, I reckon. I've got no idea why my stomach is gurgling. It only seems to happen when I'm on streaming. Well, I'm facing up to the horrible realization that perhaps my stomach gurgles all the time and I only notice it when I'm streaming. Zoo Fishing says, I've heard rumours it was to be prequel-esque. Could be. I've got to admit, the music surprised me. Was it John Denver? I mean, it was like a classic country and western, but I don't think there's... I'm trying to think back to the different genres. There was sort of... I don't think there was classic country in it before. Sen15 says, what if it's a Fallout looter shooter? Yeah, well, actually, that's just reminded me. Some other leak was saying that. Christ, what was it? Yeah, this is what they said. someone claimed this could be an official leak, an unofficial official leak, that the base building element of Fallout 4 was partially an idea towards Fallout 76. Slow Gin, thank you very much for the follow, mate. And hey, Patrick, how you doing, dude? You've come just at the right time. Patrick Jr. is a massive Fallout fan and does Fallout artwork and has done some mods on Nexus Mods, and in fact is working on a bobblehead at the moment. Slow Gin says, so with Fallout 76 coming soon, does this mean no Fallout 5 till around 2020? I'm okay with that, to be honest. I was really worried they were just going to they were going to announce Fallout 5 at E3 and just crank it out. And I, to be honest, was a little bit disappointed with that in a way, because I think Fallout 4 still has legs. I mean, that wouldn't fit with Bethesda's track record of making these games last a long time. Nina says it's not, it will be the same as all the other Fallouts. Yeah, I think from everything I've heard so far, there's everything that they've said they're going to do, they could do with the traditional Fallout. I mean, they could bolt Fallout 4 onto this plan. Do Fishing says it confirms it is John Denver. Patrick says, I'm good, thanks, hope you're well. I am, thank you, mate. I am absolutely fucking sleep deprived, though, and crunching caffeine pills. But other than that, I'm business as usual. Yes, Patrick, that's what I've heard, that it will be co-op. It won't be massively online, but it will be co-op. Yeah, Fallout 4, is it 2 years old? I can't remember. Did it come out in 3 years old? Jesus, doesn't feel like 3 years. I have actually, Carpucci. I just can't remember the damn name of it at the moment. I'll actually have to dig it out and tell you. I'm going to have to do that. Do that on the next stream when I see you. Raid says, I don't mind if Bethesda spaces the games out over 45 years. Gives the games a good life cycle and gives Bethesda time to work out bugs and glitches toward another New Vegas launch situation. Yeah, I don't see the rush myself, especially as I haven't even played this with mods yet. I've not installed a single mod in this game thus far. Right, I am gonna have to look away, sort out some gear. Right. I want to put... Right. Somebody, Patrick, remind me I'm putting my limited edition armour in here. In fact, I'm thinking I might stick another special container here. Otherwise I'll lose this shit. Right, far from ideal, but fuck it, I just don't want to get my stuff all lost. Why am I fucking overburdened? Yeah, hits you. The weight hits you bloody hard. Hits you bloody hard on survival. $50 rounds of that. I will check my junk. Woof. Sure, it's fucking clear. I might be carrying far too much food. Let's go through aid. Probably don't need that many of that. Fuck, 26. Considering this player is an abject fucking coward who makes it his business to run away from everything even remotely dangerous, I don't think I'm going to need 26 stim packs. No, but I would like you to trade quickly before my legs snap.
Sure. Let's take a look.
Great.
Nothing's ever fucking straightforward on this playthrough. It's quite special. Right. Medex, fuck you, Nuka-Cola. Patrick Jr., I can't play survival, I'm a huge kleptomaniac. Patrick, mate, just before you arrived, I was explaining that I actually have to sort out my inventory because it's starting to trigger people. I mean, full-blown apoplectic seizures, and I don't blame them, really. But for the fucking... Alright, at least now I can go and see the doctor and get my... Don't bug out on me, doctor, please.
Hey.
Not many doctors around these days. Should let me take a look at you.
Cure
Patch
me.
me up, Doc.
What's feeling off?
Zoo
today?
fishing,
What
this
can
is
you
where
tell me?
games like this kill me. I feel like hoarding everything. Real life, I throw everything away.
Took a
Yeah,
few days
it's...
recently.
It's the constant
look
battle
fine,
with
but
your
oh.
inventory. It's why I actually
Yep,
quite like
that's
when I
gonna
get
need
to a
to be set
reasonably
back
high
in place.
level.
Let's get started.
I've got high level, I've got all the bases, I've got 3 or 4 people scrapping at every base, and then you can just leave shit on the floor. You don't need the
Done.
money, you don't
Now,
need the
is
scrap.
there anything else bothering
Well,
you?
not the common scrap anyway.
That was it.
Take better care of yourself in the future, okay?
But that's a nice point to get to, which is something I will need to do. Right, let's see if we can get some pretty dresses
Something to wear?
for our...
Let's see what you got.
Great.
for our bases. Don't be a smart ass, Ada. Besides, I'm swapping you out. Ugly face? What are you talking about? I'm a vision of handsomeness. Yeah, tattered rags for the dungeon. I'm going to lose the pimp's polished hat. Fucking shite. Right, this is the that neckline. That is what every Commonwealth pimp would like to fucking look like. in my defence, take a look at my stats. I got 14 fucking charisma and 10 intelligence. Not that you would normally associate intelligence with someone who decided to dress quite as creepily as that. But that's what 14 charisma looks like. A face only a mother can love. Frankly, I think that's a face that a mother would throw in the ditch. Right, now for the interactive bit, we need to make some tough decisions on throwing away shit. Don't really want to lose the laser musket. That's my big Alpha Strike weapon. Yeah, no, I meant lose as in get rid. I can get rid of the wraparound goggles because I'm going full power armor. Dear fucking Lord, remind me. Time for a roast. Remind me. Too late, I've forgotten what I was doing. Oh yeah, remind me to fucking repair my power armor. I could leave a fusion core, but I am about to do a fairly long slog. And I'm not entirely convinced that I want to do it on anything less than 3 fusion cores. Because thus far, on this playthrough, every single motherfucking thing I've said is going to happen has not happened as expected. So let's just assume everything will go fucking wrong. I will arse pull everything on the fucking map. Everything will be a fucking disaster and I'll only achieve half of the things we set out to achieve. Does my bum look big in this? Sorry, cheap joke, had to be said. I'm going to get rid of the stealth boys because I don't fucking need those. With all of the, I'm going to sleep soon because with all of this fucking around, I may actually cry if the game crashed. I could probably lose a bit. I'm going to lose some 45 ammo. I'm going to lose half my 45 ammo because my primary is... the 308 is my primary. The pistol, fuck it, they're common ammo types. I'm going to pick up more. I just need... Rage DMX says women always worrying about how their ass looks in anything. Yeah, can you tell? This is as good. Well, that's better than £300. I've halved it. So,
hey.
I can't stop myself. I'm just going to check for 308 ammo.
Let's see what you have.
Great.
Right, fuck it. Do or die. Let's have a kip. In fact, let's get some water. Have a kip. Then we're off to a Gret Marina.
I'll hand it to you. This place isn't awful. It's still a hole, but it could be worse.
Marcy Long, for those of you who don't know, this NPC, Marcy Long, is so fucking testically splitting fucking annoying that they actually made her non-essential so that people could kill her. He was one of the essential NPCs that you weren't allowed to kill, but eventually Bethesda actually hot patched her so that you could murder her just for the satisfaction value.